Oh look, it's the Illuminated tree! This tree is one of my absolute favorite props on Animal Crossing. The recipe for this decoration comes around only in December for the holidays. As you can see, this tree is very versatile and can be customized into tons of different color themes. Okay, 6. There are 6 color themes. But still, 6 beautiful color options that are so bright and decorative during the day and light up to illuminate the night when it gets dark. That's when the party can really start. This tree could be misconstrued for a Christmas decoration, but in the world of pandemics, time is an irrelevant construct, and who says I can't make over a squishy Christmas tree in April? There is one major problem though, and that is that I only possess one tree-shaped squishy, which means I am limited to choosing only one of these color options to bring to life. Let's discuss the options. Now, I think painting the rainbow tree is the obvious choice here. I mean, it's rainbow, but the blue also looks really fun to paint, and for some reason, so does the white tree. The pink and orange also look exciting. The fear of commitment is real. I will handle this the way I'd handle any big decision: 5 weeks of ruminating, making pros and cons lists, talking this out with my friends, until a solution makes its way into my brain and forces me to make a decision. And what do we have here? It's a Christmas tree squishy, ready to be made over into the Animal Crossing Illuminated tree. The first thing I noticed about this tree is that it is quite Christmassy / holiday themed. I see there are some boot decorations on this tree. Actually, that is what they call a stocking. So we need to remove these stockings off of the tree because the Illuminated tree does not have stockings on it, and I want this to look exactly like the Animal Crossing tree. So as I am cutting those off, you may be wondering, did you ever decide on a color that you're going to paint this tree? And yes I did. I'm going to go with the orange and yellow Illuminated tree. And I decided to go with the orange because I think it will match the colors that I have in my apartment the most. I have a lot of orange wood type of furniture in my home, and I would like this tree to blend in well and become a fun decorative in my apartment. So once I cut these boot stockings off the tree, I am covering them up with slick fabric paint, and that is to smooth out the area so that there's no sign of any bumps or crevices on this tree. Now I'm going to paint the whole base layer with white fabric paint. For some reason, those slick painted areas where the boots were never really flattened out. I'm really not sure how that works. I got that idea from Mariah Elizabeth's video to cover up the blemished areas, but it never works for me. I really don't know how she does it. I think she's just like so talented that she can make anything look perfect. But hey, I tried. And now that I've gotten the cat's permission to start painting this tree, I will go ahead and get started on the orange color. It did take many layers of white paint to get this fully covered up. First, I'm going to start with the orange layer, and then I'm going to move on to the yellow part of the tree. I did want to think of some ways that I could make this tree look illuminated. Obviously, I don't have a way to put a lampshade inside of this thing, so it's just going to have to look illuminated in a different way. One idea I thought of was to use metallic paint for the orange and for the yellow layer, and once I tried that, the orange metallic fabric paint that I have turned out looking very ugly, and actually I hated it. And the more I painted this tree and the more different things I tried between a pastel yellow, metallic yellow, pastel orange, I just hated everything I was doing. This was so ugly, I just decided to scrap the whole thing and start over. Changed my mind, did a complete 180, and I realized the truth, and that is that rainbow is the solution to all of our problems. I should have gone with that from the beginning. Plus, I've been really wanting to use these rainbow pastel paints. So to start, I'm going to be getting all the rainbow colors together. And there are 9 layers to the Illuminated tree. This squishy tree really only has room for 8, and that's okay. I'm just going to cut out one of the orange layers and do a pastel orange and then transition over to red. I don't know how it's gonna look. I just don't think that this tree will look right with all 9 colors on it. So we're gonna go with 8 colors, starting with the blue at the bottom, work our way up to green, and then we will have 1 layer of yellow and orange. Look at all those paints just waiting for their turn. They're so sweet. So now that I've gotten some of the colors on, I am starting to think of different ways to make this again look more illuminated. So yet again, I am trying with the metallic paint to add some metallic-y layers. And once again, it's just not looking exactly how I want it to. I'm really just not into this, yet I'm going to keep going, and I'm just going to keep putting more and more illuminated paint on this thing until I throw it out a window because I hate it so much. Even the cat hates it. She asked me to please stop doing this right away. I'm going to take the cat's advice and stop painting the colors, and I'm going to get these white decorations on here. For the white, I did use illuminated white. I'm actually pretty happy with the illuminated white. It's kind of a pearl color. So here it is, the first side of the tree. It actually isn't that bad. I almost kind of like it. It doesn't look exactly how I pictured, but it's kind of cool with the metallic layers in there. I don't hate it. Good news is I do get a second chance on the other side of the tree, and for this side I'm going to try something a little bit different that I'm actually really excited about. What I'm going to do is just paint it all with pastel, and then to add some illumination to this, I'm going to cover it up with white illuminated paint so that it will have an extra shine to it instead of trying to metallic this whole thing up with different colors. And wow, this already looks amazing. I kind of just want to keep it like that. Paint the middle layers white and have this really fun pastel colored tree, but I committed to rainbow, and rainbow it will be. I am already so much happier with how this looks. My cat is much happier. Everyone's happy, and I'm so glad I went a different route with the other side of this tree. I'm now going to cover up the whole tree in white metallic paint. It's kind of showing up clear over the tree, but it is help giving it a nice shine and making it look more illuminated. It's not going to light up and bright in the room when it gets dark out, so I will just have to settle for regular lamps in my apartment instead of using illuminating tree lamps. I know the star in the game is yellow. I just didn't want to paint this thing yellow. I felt like it would look much better with a white star, so I covered it up with some white illuminated paint. And here it is, the final product. And look, love does grow here. Except for this tree, it's dying. But I just love this tree so much. It looks so cute, especially this side. I'm really happy with how it came out. As for this side, I think we can just ignore it. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video and have a great day.